Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and today we are back with some more Madden 15, and in today's video we are going to go ahead and get the draft started. I'm really excited. It ended up being a really good draft, I was really pumped about it. I do think that we got some good players. The one problem I had with this draft though was like we were facing this problem of luxury picks in my mind, where it's like we don't really have any needs. So, we didn't, I don't know, we basically just didn't have a lot of needs, we basically cleaned up a lot of our stuff. But anyway, here in the free agency recap, as you can see, there's still a plethora of pretty good free agents. Sharif Floyd is there. I was looking at him, Troy Polamalu, Eugene Sims, Asante Samuel, Donald Penn, and as you can see here, I signed Greg Olson and somebody else. Ben Roethlisberger going to the Patriots. That's pretty good, Big Ben go to the Patriots. I don't know. I mean, it might work out. I don't know what happened to Tom Brady, but maybe he retired or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this draft started. The Jaguars have the #1 overall pick, and with their pick, they're gonna pick Matt Francis, quarterback. I wasn't interested in him anyway. The Giants are gonna pick Ronquise Curtis. And the Rams pick Alonzo Carlson.
He's the type of wide receiver that several scouts believe could be the next all-time great. His performance at the College All-Star Game further supported this belief, hauling in double-digit catches and ending the day with 4 touchdowns. Draft experts praise him for his pure athleticism, but some have questioned his work ethic. Matt Miller was one of them, feeling that when the game comes so easily to you at the college level and you are so gifted physically, you could very easily lose the mental edge needed to excel in the NFL. He should get plenty of reps in the preseason to prove his worth and see if he can live up to the lofty expectations that many have.
All right, well, I'm probably going to talk over these guys next time. So yeah, as you can see, the Panthers go ahead and get a cornerback. That's happened. Patriots get a wide receiver, Keelan Lane. Now it's our pick. We have pick number 6. I'm pretty excited about this. I can't remember. What was I thinking here? Okay, I think I was thinking. I can't remember, but I do remember that there were being a lot of good prospects. Pat Martin was another guy that I thought could be pretty good. I was looking at him, but there was Matthew Silva down there. I liked Matthew Silva's pass and run blocking ability. There's lateral Goodwin, but I don't think I need a tight end. There's Brandon Silva, which it might be a bit of a reach now, at pick 6, but 6'7", 273 pounds, B tackle, B hit power. The kids got definitely these definitely got the size, and we are gonna pick Brandon Silva out of Oklahoma. We did need a pass rusher in my mind, so I thought it would just be the safe to get one now. We don't necessarily need a pass rusher, but getting one would be good. So we're gonna go ahead and sim our next pick here. As you can see, you guys can look and see what your favorite team picks. Panthers had 3 first-round picks. That's pretty disgusting, but they're trying to go to the Super Bowl, I guess. But anyway, let's go ahead and make our next pick. What was I thinking this time? UB Strong is still on the board. I thought that was a little interesting, because I thought that he was, those high-profile guys, they normally go right away. But here we have Azayi Boenzi. I'm liking the kid, 5'10", he's got the size. And I can't... Here I was thinking between Boenzi and Teron Snow, because I know I wanted another lineman, but, it was like, in my mind, I was very, very torn. But because you got, at one end, you got the safety, and, safeties are lovely. But then at the other end, you got linemen, defensive linemen. You can never have enough linemen. So I remember I was really, really torn on this. I think it even got to the point where I was, like, trying to think about, like, if I get one, will the other drop to me? But, I don't know. I mean, this I had a fun time with this draft. But there were some points where I was kind of unsure of what I wanted to do, because I was thinking, well, maybe if I play it too safe, maybe I can't get all the guys I want. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill time here. I'm just kind of rambling, to be honest. But you know, I was torn, man. I was torn. I didn't know what to do between Boenzi and Snow or Tehran. Tehran Snow, yeah, but because I don't know. I mean, I felt like our defensive lineman did a pretty good job, but not enough to, you know, not enough to I don't know. They didn't do good enough. I feel like in my mind they didn't do as good as they should have. Maybe they had a down year, but as you can see, I mean, Tehran Snow, Tampa 2, you know, speed rusher. He fits every type of scheme that I would want him to fit, you know, and he's 6'5", 258 out of LSU. He's got the size for it. You know, he's definitely a guy that you know, would be pretty nice to get. But you know, in the end, we are gonna get Azayi Boenzi. That was a lot of filler for me. Oh my gosh, I'm done. But we're gonna go ahead and simulate to our next pick here. 22nd pick. Ooh, Patriots get a quarterback. I guess they don't trust Big Ben. And as you can see, Tehran Snow goes to the Titans. Best of luck to Tehran Snow, I guess. I did want the man, you know. I did want him. If he almost made it to us, even I would have picked him up too if he had dropped to us. But as you can see, a lot of quarterbacks being taken. A lot of linebackers as well. You know, geez, a lot of quarterbacks. Oh my goodness. And but anyway, here we're gonna get to our next pick here. We still have a lot of interesting prospects on the board. Terrence Lee, wide receiver out of Wisconsin. Who was it? Orion? I'm just gonna call him Orion Goodwin. Kaneba Ali. You know. Still a lot of good talent. DeMar Rutger, you know, he seems like he'd be pretty good. You know, this was the point where I was looking at offensive linemen. You know, and I really like Matthew Silva, 6'6", 315 out of Kansas. And we are gonna make him our 3rd round pick. Now you could say, you know, it's a bit of a reach. You know, I'm literally 2 rounds ahead, but you know, I mean, I feel that the talent is there. You know, that Silva's so good. I don't believe it matters that you know, I decided to what's the word? I decided to reach 2 rounds. I mean, you know, might not be the best thing, but I wanted the guy, and I did end up getting him. So, you know, I mean, you guys can yell at me in the comments or whatever, but you know, I like you know, I like my players, you know, and every bad YouTuber has their reasons for doing what they want to do in the draft. But anyway, here I was looking at defensive tackle, and you think, James, you don't really need a defensive tackle. I know, but you know, there were some decent prospects this year, and one guy I liked was Terrence Farmer, 6'4", 291 out of Michigan State. I was severely impressed by Terrence Farmer, and now, you know what? I made it my 3rd round pick. Again, it was another type of reach, not that bad, I believe. I think I maybe reached a whole round to get him, but you know, I want to get my guys, you know what I'm saying? But as you can see here, a lot of defensive, offensive linemen. As you can see there, Lee, the wide receiver, just went. I think I was thinking about getting him somewhere down the line if he was still there, but you know, Jatarian Strong, wide receiver out of Florida State, 6'4", 217. You know, he could be an option. You know, Sean Ali, I told you guys in the last video, I was severely impressed with Sean Ali, 6'1", 219, South Carolina. You know, he could be that slot guy that could you know, work with Vincent Jackson and Mike Evans. And you know what? We are going to go ahead and get Sean Ali. Or is Vincent Jackson even on the team anymore? Did I, like, trade him? I might have traded him. I guess it's Desi Jones now, isn't it? Anyway, but as you can see here, you know, if you guys want to pause, see what your other team got. I'm talking over freaking Adam Scheffner, I believe. I think that's Adam Scheffner. I'm talking over him, you know. You know, it's rude for Adam Scheffner to interrupt me, man. Like, he should watch what he's doing. You know, and in here I thought about trading down, but the Browns gave me a 6th, were offering me a 6th and a 7th, and I just can't do that, you know. I mean, yeah, I like the Browns. I feel sorry for them. You know, they're consistently not very good, but you know,
that
you know,
an
I can't do
aggravation
that,
of
you know.
injury likely means
And
a
here I
case for
think
his
this was the
career.
point where I was thinking
Fans
about
of the
maybe
team
getting a
should not be
running back or a
surprised if we see a
cornerback.
much more passive version of him come
You know,
this
and here
fall.
I
The
go
special
ahead and
shoulder
I believe I
pads he'll
get,
need
yeah,
to wear
Duron
to protect
Boswell,
the area
cornerback.
could slow him down by themselves.
You know, you can never have too many cornerbacks, is what they say. And I'm not an avid. I'm a firm believer in that. You know, you can never have too many cornerbacks. Injuries happen all the time, especially to the cornerback position. And, you know, because those guys, they're running everywhere. You know, they have to cover some of the fastest athletes on this planet. So that's why I wanted to get another cornerback, was a depth type of thing. I know we already have a pretty good bundle of quarterbacks, but you know, I think we needed it. That's what I was saying, was all these picks, you know, it's not necessarily needs, you know. I mean, it's people that we can that we are gonna, you know, that it's people that what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's people that we don't necessarily need, but you know, it's people that we want. It's a want, not a need. You know, here I was looking at centers, and Otha Neely out of Hawaii, 6'2", 285. Pass blocker, balanced offense, so he does fit the scheme. That'd be a ridiculous reach if I got him now. This was the point, I believe, where I was looking at running backs. You know, Darren Tarpley, Iran Dent. And I do go for the ridiculous reach. Oh, okay. Well, I did another reach. 2 rounds. That's fun. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's fun. You know, it's not a game if you can't reach a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, here I got my kicker and punters got taken, so that was a little depressing. But I was looking at those guys too, legitimately. You know, I was thinking, like, that's what it got to, was like I didn't have needs so badly. It got to the point where I was thinking about drafting a kicker. And you guys know that if you have to draft a kicker, you know, maybe you're not in the best situation. But this is definitely where I was looking at running backs, and Darren Tarpley, I liked him. He has good speed, ball control, you know, carrying, whatnot, vision. You know, he has all the intangibles that he needs to be a pretty decent running back in this league. You know, and I was impressed with him, so I picked him up. You know, we're still looking around here. Low Quick got picked up, and I was surprised that Low Quick had dropped as much as he did. And I even considered getting Low Quick in the 6th round at, you know, while this was going on. And there goes Iran Dent to the Jaguars. You know, it was between him and, you know, and I just went with Darren. You know, it was between him and Iran. I was like, well, you know, I like Darren more. But, you know. But here we're on our last pick, and, you know, out of my scouted players, there are 3 left. Pierre Graham, and I think a couple of kickers, you know. And I think the only thing I know about Pierre Graham is his strength, but I might have taken a flyer on him, I believe. He's 6'1", 220 out of Wisconsin. But then, oh, I remember what happened. Was his I looked at his number, and I saw he was number 37. I got really, really, really close to picking him up, but I saw his number 37, and I thought, well, he must be one of those guys who switches positions, you know, goes from a cornerback to a wide receiver. Those guys never work out, you know. They just don't. Like, you know, they never have, never will, I believe, in my mind. Some here, you know, I'm looking around. Not many people fit my scheme. You know, Casey Price here, 6'6", 243 out of Miami, and we're gonna go ahead and make Casey Price our final draft pick. Quarterback's not necessarily a need, but maybe he can fight for a backup spot. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. Anyway, yeah, it's been so long since I've recorded this video. I just can't really remember much of what happened. Kind of defeats the purpose of these post commentaries, doesn't it? But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our rookie class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we drafted 9 players. Looks about right to me. You know, I was pretty happy with this class, and they fit the scheme for the most part. But let's go ahead and look at, in the first round, we got Brandon Silva and Azayi Bowenzi. And they both grade out to be all right. Silva being an 82 overall, Bowenzi being a 73. So, you know, I was happy with it. You know, Silva's obviously a monster for this. He's gonna be pretty good for this team. In the second round, we got Matthew Silva. I reached extremely hard, you know, to get Matthew Silva, and he ranks out to get a 73. You know, not awful, but not exactly great for that type of a reach that I gave him. But you know, you learn. He does fit the scheme though. So you know, in the third round we got Terrence Farmer and Sean Ali. 2 picks I really do like. You know, very valuable, and they both rank out to be a 79. So the value there, I think we got the steal of the draft in these 2 picks of Terrence Farmer and Sean Ali. In the 4th round, we got Deron Boswell. He fits a 4.3 out of Pittsburgh. You know, he ranks out to be a 66. He's going to need some work. He definitely is going to be a project piece. But, you know, I think he could be good for this team down the line. You know, round 5, I reached 2 rounds to get Otha Neely out of Hawaii, and he ranks out to not be very good. You know, but I think in my mind, they're not in my mind, but I think it's just an intangibles things. If you see that awareness, 41, you know, his impact blocking needs a little bit of work, but his pass blocking isn't awful. You know, his run blocking isn't awful. I think it's just intangibles, and then he'll be right on track with everybody else. But there's Otha Neely. The guy reached 2 rounds to get. 6th round, we picked up Darren Tarpley. He ranks out to be a 68. Not terrible. I mean, pretty good for a 6th round pick, actually, if you think about it. You know, considering that those guys don't even make the roster. But in the 7th round, we went ahead and got Casey Price, quarterback out of Miami. Ranks out to be a 65. Again, not terrible for where he was drafted, but not great. You know, he is going to have to fight for a roster spot. Yeah, that's it, guys, for the draft. I do hope you all enjoyed. I had a blast commenting over this, especially for filler and stuff. But I am excited. You know, here's the thing, is I don't know. Yeah, I'll make an announcement video separately. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. So, yeah, goodbye for now, guys. Whee!